Enemy MOAB incoming.
Hey you guys and girls. How you all doing? It's Kirsty, or Double FTK, as usual, with another gameplay commentary. And this is just a little bit of box deep rushing, as I like to call it, with the ACR, which I know some of you guys are going, ew, Kirsty, no! But I'm not too sure if you guys know the way it is in Australia. It might be a bit different in other countries, but when you play the map terminal, you pretty much have the choice of using a decent assault rifle, a sniper, or an LMG. Well, you could use other things, but don't expect to do really well because that's what everyone else is going to be using. I don't know, I've just tried to use other guns on this map, and there's just not that long I last until I get outgunned by an ACR or a sniper, and then I just crack the shits, put the ACR on. So I'm pretty much just pulling out the ACR by default every time this map comes out. But what can you do? Because I am on PS3, so this thing is still, I don't know, weighted, is that what they call it? You know how, with the map rotation, terminal has this odd chance of occurring over and over. You know, it's like the map that just keeps giving. No, seriously, I hate this map. It drives me crazy. Well, it's not too bad if you've got a team, but I tend to play at weird times a lot of the time, so I'm generally rocking it solo, one-woman army style. And that means that there's pretty much a guarantee that all the retards are going to be on my team. Todd Hudson, well Toddson as he's known by now, he once said on Twitter that anyone who caps A flag on this map is an absolute retard. And I tend to agree with him. I'll leave his link in the description too if you want to go check him out. I just found that quote classic. But that is not what I want to talk about today. I actually have a little bit of a topic I want to get into. Oh, but actually before I do that, I will actually explain. If you haven't noticed already, this gameplay is just sped up a little bit just because it was a long gameplay. And I know that a lot of people don't really have long attention spans. So I'm not going to make that any worse by, you know, providing too many really long gameplays. I have done that a lot lately. So I did try and shorten this just a bit, considering it doesn't actually have any MOABs in it. So you MOAB guys can't sit there whinging, oh Kirsty, you sped up the MOAB. But no, there's no MOAB, so it's all good guys, you don't need to like stress. Anyway, let's actually get on to the topic, which actually does involve MOABs. This is actually inspired by a couple of things. Firstly, it's been inspired by a whole bunch of people who have said to me, Kirsty, what are you going to do when Black Ops 2 comes out and you can't post MOABs? And some of these guys have almost said it to me in a condescending way, which I find pretty laughable. And the other reason that actually brought me up to this commentary was actually conversations on Twitter, where certain larger commentators who are not really MOAB players like to, for some reason, talk down to players who can actually get MOABs. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, because certain people like as much attention as they can get, and I'm not going to be part of that problem, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that's pretty much what I want to talk about today, is the shelf life of MOAB players, and I also want to know what you guys think about this. So definitely listen along for a little bit, and then leave me an answer in the comments, tell me how you guys feel about it. But I'll give you my opinion. And, well, I may as well explain the topic a little bit first, what I actually mean by sort of MOAB players getting stale. And it's pretty much, when it comes to Black Ops 2, people seem to think that guys who play a lot of specialist gameplays and base their channel around MOABs in Modern Warfare 3 are going to now have trouble maintaining a channel, growing a channel. I don't know what is that they actually think. But what all of us MOAB guys are just going to continue to do, we're just going to continue posting high-scoring gameplay, honestly. Because in my opinion, only the better players can get MOABs consistently, and that has pretty much been my experience. Out of all the good players I know who I consider as actually good, they can all pull out a MOAB pretty consistently and pretty easily. Because they have gun skill. And that's what Black Ops really comes down to, a bit more than Modern Warfare 3. It comes down to gun skill. And the thing is, if you can play specialist and get MOABs, double MOABs, MOABs with strange guns, well, you're not going to have any problem getting in some puppies, for example, with, you know, some overpowered Black Ops weapon. I really don't think that's going to be a problem. And sure, it is going to be a little bit more objective based, but hey, who can't jump on a flag while killing? If that's what's going to make our gameplays more interesting and more exciting, well, maybe that's what we'll have to do. We'll just have to wait and see. But the thing is, anyone who somehow thinks that us MOAB players are just going to go away and disappear come Black Ops 2, well, maybe some will, but most of them, they're going to continue doing well, and a lot of them are going to continue being the best players in the game come Black Ops 2. Because when they've got some kill streaks to rely on, like seriously, when you only need to get, you know, I don't know, a 10, 12 streak, as opposed to a 24 streak, I think it's going to be a little bit easier. Specialist actually lends a little bit more to the Black Ops style, honestly, when it comes to getting actual gun kills. And what I mean by that is, in Black Ops, the way that the kill streaks don't stack in comparison to Modern Warfare 3. Because we all know all you need to do in Modern Warfare 3 is get a Predator and then you're pretty much going. But there is a hell of a lot of bullshit that you need to contest with. And if you can contest with all that bullshit and get pretty consistent MOABs, you know, MOABs with odd guns, double MOABs, then fuck, you're going to do just fine in Black Ops 2. I must say that. So I'm not concerned, guys. Bring on Black Ops 2. I'm excited about it. I definitely need something new to play, something fresh. Because as you guys do know, this game is driving me mental lately. But that, I'm not even going to go into that because I have said that. I think everyone knows this. I think everyone's understanding that this game is just pretty imbalanced. But once you actually add that balance back to the game, I think we're going to do fine. Especially considering a very important part in Modern Warfare 3 is you have to react quickly. You have to be able to figure out where enemies are spawning, where enemies are coming from pretty much straight away. For example, that move there, how convenient. I managed to turn on a guy right as I'm discussing it. But when reactions are important, well, we're going to have a little bit more time come Black Ops. So us guys that are already successful at quick reactions, knowing where enemies are going to spawn, getting to that spawn, they're gonna do fine. Anyway, I think all of these commentators who have sort of been around a while, and I don't know, some of these guys are just past their use by date in my opinion, and they're what I think are getting stale. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the topic. Definitely leave a comment. I'd love to know how all of you guys feel about the issue. And yeah, definitely MOAB that like button and hit subscribe if you're new. Anyway guys, peace out.
We transform secondhand